I'd like to introduce Adel Hagekhalil, who is CEO and General Manager for the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California, the largest wholesale drinking water agency in our country. Metropolitan Water District serves over 19 million people. Decades ago, TreePeople found in Adel a true champion for holistic, multi-benefit green, blue, and brown infrastructure. Adel, as many of you may know, championed the city's 2040 One Water LA plan, which has become an award-winning regional watershed approach to how we integrate water supply, water reuse, water conservation, stormwater management, and wastewater facilities planning. Adel has emerged as one of our country's most innovative and forward-thinking national water and infrastructure leaders. What I like about about Adel best is that he knows how to bring people together to make progress happen, which isn't easy to do a lot of times at these huge bureaucracies, water agencies. So thank you, Adel, for your leadership. Thank you for being such a strong partner and friend to TreePeople. And we are so grateful that you joined us this morning to give our keynote address. So welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Cindy, and good morning, everyone. And great to hear the Senator and great work with you. You know, I think I really opened my eyes. I think TreePeople and Andy Lipkis. You know, I'm an engineer. I'll have an admission, but I'm a reformed engineer. I've been through rehab, and I see the world differently. I still have my system and analysis and data that I use, but I'm all about people. And I saw a whole transition in me is that for us to move forward, and we need to bring everyone under the same tent. And this is something I've really acknowledged and applaud TreePeople, Cindy, your team, Andy as the founder, and what you have done. It's an honor to be with you. I'm actually in Las Vegas today, meeting with the 7 states and the Bureau of Reclamation, dealing with the Colorado River as we are working through negotiations of how we put more water in Lake Mead and how we conserve and how we do better for our future, a future of resiliency, future of less dependence on imported water, a future of integration and inclusion. You know, we're facing, you all know, the Senator talked about the rain dance. You know, I have the rain dance, but I really don't want to really keep people. I don't want people to forget this drought and this climate is not going away. Let's not forget that. You know, one rain, a 1 year of rain, 1 year of snow does not put us back on track. We need a change in what we need to do as a region. We need a holistic California state strategy for water. It can't be piecemeal. We need a whole strategy for the Southwest. And that's why I'm here advocating for everything we do in Southern California has a huge impact on the entire region. On the Bay Delta, has a huge impact on the Colorado. If you invest in Southern California through local water supply and conservation and what we're doing in storage and resiliency, we can move forward and prepare our region for what we're facing, adapting to climate. So I'm honored to really take this responsibility at Metropolitan to bring people together. I've been working hard, traveling everywhere in our region, bringing this vision of one water Metropolitan, one water, and we are one. You see my lapel pen talked about we are one, because the only way for us to move forward is when we're collaborating. And what I think the first thing I learned in negotiations, and you have to make the pie bigger, right? If you make the pie bigger, things are better. So we're fighting in Northern California around the Bay Delta on, you know, the balance between the environment, habitat restoration, urban use, agricultural use. And I think the solution is here in Southern California, is if we invest in recycled water, if we invest in stormwater management, if we invest in storage, as we have done a great job here in Southern California, but we need to do more. And, you know, one project we're working with, LA County Sanitation, which is the Regional Recycled Water Project, which is a potential, it's going to be renamed hopefully soon to Pure Water, Southern California Metropolitan. But we're going to bring people together to create 150 million gallons a day of recycled water that we can recharge, we can reuse. And that means 150,000 acre feet of water that we can store somewhere or leave somewhere for our environment, for the habitat, or for Lake Mead and others. So, or put it in storage. The same thing, our partners in the city of Los Angeles. Great to see Councilman Koretz here with us and his leadership, but we're doing the same thing across our region. And I'm actually taking this effort. So starting 2022, we're gonna start One Water Metropolitan, which is a whole effort of really building the implementation plan of how we create more local water supply. Metropolitan is no longer the importer of water. Metropolitan is the manager of water, the provider of water, including creating a local water supply, creating storage, creating resiliency. This is who we are in Metropolitan. That's the new Metropolitan for the next 100 years. But I want to talk about really the challenges that we're facing. And I know you're talking about soil today. And some of the things we're looking at, and we see fires, we see runoff from burnt areas, and that has a huge impact on water quality. So we have an investment in protecting our forests, protecting our trees, planting the right way, conservation. We're pushing hard on conservation right now, looking for ways to really take the obstacles away from underserved communities, double down on removing non-functional turf. I think non-functional turf has to be removed. If we don't take it away, we need to ban it. It's not something we need to do. I'm learning here. Yesterday, I was with Southern Nevada, and they have banned non-functional turf, and we need to figure something out. If you're not using that turf, I don't think it's needed because it's what's taking water and wasting it. But we need to find ways to plant, drought tolerant in a way, and figure out what type of soil we need for more infiltration, as we do with stormwater capture and infiltration. I'm hiring the first officer for sustainability, resiliency, and climate action in Metropolitan. That position, the officer, will report to me directly, and everything we do in Metropolitan will be looked at with the lens of climate action and resiliency. We're going to be looking at everything we do, and we're going to bring a holistic approach, an approach of inclusion, an approach of integration and innovation as we move forward for doing this. It's has been exciting to be part of an opportunity. I think we have a huge Mulholland moment in Metropolitan for the region as a whole. The last 100 years has been good for us, but I'm gonna work with everyone to build the fourth aqueduct in our region. And this fourth aqueduct, we have the LA Aqueduct, we have the State Water Project, the California Aqueduct, and we have the Colorado Aqueduct. The fourth aqueduct is not gonna be a pipe. The fourth aqueduct is going to be a mixture, a one water aqueduct. It's a mixture of conservation, groundwater recharge, remediation of our groundwater, reuse of our groundwater, recycled water. All these have to come together to create our fourth aqueduct that we all can now say, here it is, take care of it, conserve it, let's protect it. And it's going to help us deal with all this confrontation across our region. It's going to help us put more water in the environment, address habitat, put more water in Lake Mead and other locations, provide better water quality. And that's how we're going to do it. It's the one water aqueduct is what I call the fourth aqueduct for all of us. It's exciting, but I can't do it alone. So I call on the state. I'm meeting tomorrow with the governor's staff. I'm going to Sacramento tomorrow to do a tour of the Bay Delta and meet with the governor's office and staff and talk about how we need to invest more in Southern California. People think we're okay here, but actually investing in us is investing in the future of California as a whole. I just testified last week at Congress about the need for investments from the infrastructure bill because, funding us, especially when it comes to the recycled water project, we were able to put money for large recycled water programs, but people saw this as just a Southern California issue. And I'm saying, no, it's not. It's a Nevada issue. It's a Arizona issue. It's all of us in California. And that's why we have a partnership that we just entered into with Southern Nevada, with Arizona, to invest in the recycled water program here in Southern California, to pay money because they see the investment in here is going to help resolve the tension and the issues we're dealing with. So it's going to be a great place, great future, hopefully. And I'll leave you with one, and I'm have to go to my meeting. Actually, I'm running late, but I need to be with you today. I told Cindy that I will be with you because it's important for me to be part of what started me. But I'll leave you with a quote that I remember years ago. I was walking. I used to jog in the old days. You can't tell right now that I used to run, but I used to run. I was in DC running, and I got into the FDR memorial, and I read something that always sticks with me. And the quote I'll read to you right now is I think so applicable to today and to your conference. I'm gonna read it. Men and nature must work hand in hand. The throwing out of balance of the resources of nature throws out the balance, also the lives of men. So we need to have a balance between nature and people. And the minute we have this imbalance, we lose. And today, my goal is to work with you, to extend my hand to all of you, to partner as we move forward to make our region resilient to the changing climate, including equity for everyone, addressing underserved communities, to move on obstacles and really planning for the future. So let's work together. I mean, the only way we can do it is when we collaborate and come together from local, state, and regional and national. When we work together, we can move forward, and nothing can stop us. The only thing that can stop us is us. And I'm gonna say to you, we're gonna push hard and look forward to a future of resiliency for all of us. And I applaud you for the work and look forward to more years of collaboration with all of you. Thank you.